Hello everybody, hope you're all doing well. To this video I'm talking about a major update on the Formula 1 team, as well as a new statement on Max Verstappen and McLaren. So let's start with Williams, and as we know, they're having a really difficult season in 2026. While they had a strong season last year, this year they were late to pre-season testing, and then after 9 rounds they've only scored 11 points, with them only being ahead of new entrants Audi and Cadillac and the massively uncompetitive Aston Martin in the constructors' standings. Now, the team particularly struggled at the recent Austrian Grand Prix, and Williams team boss James Vowles says this was down to a lack of upgrades, and he now says that updates are coming for this weekend's British Grand Prix, and it's eventually going to get to a point where Williams have a brand new car and essentially abandon the car that they've got. Speaking after having no upgrades in Austria to Sky Sports Germany, Vowles said, as quoted by Crash.net, "I think that's one of the main reasons why you've seen us take a bit of a step back. Regarding our upgrade plan, we have what I call a medium-sized one for Silverstone, and then there will be small pieces in Spa and Budapest, and then some larger elements, including a weight reduction for Zandvoort. So really for us, it will be almost a completely new car for Baku." Now make sure to subscribe so you don't miss my Formula 1 content and are kept up to date with F1 news. I've just reached 54,000 subscribers, and your support and lovely comments are incredible, and it means so much to me. Thank you so much for it. And going back to Williams, I think it's key that they're introducing some big upgrades over the coming rounds, because they're so far behind at the moment and they need to do something to move forward. And on top of that, there's been speculation about Carlos Sainz's future as well. So yeah, those upgrades are going to be essential, and it's going to be interesting to see where those upgrades put the team in the second half of the season. But let's move on to Max Verstappen, and in Austria there was a lot of speculation about his future. And over the Austrian Grand Prix weekend, Sky Sports News said it understood that Verstappen's camp had initiated talks with McLaren last week, and Red Bull boss Lauren Mekies admitted his team needed to prove to the Dutchman he should not switch teams for 2027. And while Verstappen has a contract with Red Bull until 2028, it's clear that there's uncertainty over his future at Red Bull, especially when Sky F1 says it's understood that Verstappen has an exit clause in his Red Bull contract that would allow him to join another team in 27 should he be outside the top 2 positions in the drivers' standings at the start of this season's summer break in August. Now, McLaren currently have Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri on long-term deals, so there's currently no room for Verstappen at McLaren, but you never know what's going to happen. And when McLaren Racing Chief Executive Zak Brown was asked by Will Buxton on the Up to Speed podcast whether he would refuse to sign Verstappen even if he was on the market, Zak Brown said, as quoted by GP Fans, "No, I don't have a seat available. If a seat was available, then of course you have that conversation, but Lando and Oscar have their names engraved on their race seat and they haven't emptied out their lockers, so they're not going anywhere." So yeah, it looks like McLaren would be interested in Verstappen, but their priority is Norris and Piastri, and as Zak Brown has made clear, they're not going anywhere at the moment. But that's going to be the video from me. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care. Bye.